Well, good morning, friends. Tuesday morning, July the 20th. I hope that you had a good start of your week yesterday. And always good, of course, to get your week going well. And of course, I've told you before, I like to start my week off. Of course, Mondays, I put my Wednesday night Bible study together. And then I also go soul winning on Monday nights. That kind of gets me set for the week. And everything kind of gets easier after that. And I hope that you had a good start to your week as well. And let me encourage you here in the middle of summer, let's not put God on the background. Let's keep God as in the focus of what we're supposed to be doing. And that would be a wonderful thing to do if you would do that. I want to read to you this morning from Job chapter 1, verse 9. The scripture says, "Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?" Now, we all know the discourse between the Lord and Satan about how God had protected Job instead of letting him go through the tough times. Now, God asked Satan if he had considered his servant Job. In other words, God was bragging about how good of a servant Job was. However, Satan's response to God is what moved God to send Job through testing. Now, Satan asked, "Doth Job fear God for naught?" What Satan was saying was that it was easy for the believer to serve God and do right when they're going through the times of ease, but it's hard. But it's the hard times that prove whether the believer is truly a good servant. I hate to say this, Satan was somewhat right. He was saying, God, he says, you've protected him all this time. He says, take that hedge away and let's see what he does. You see, that's what Satan was saying, and which we know that these hard times didn't really destroy Job and didn't change God's mindset of Job. If anything, it proved God right. Now, of course, God knew Job. That's why he said what he did. Yes, the hard time helped Job to become a better servant, and it helped Job to see his weaknesses. But in reality, it proved Satan wrong, God right, because Job was not serving God for naught. Now, my question to you is this: are you serving God for naught? The word naught means nothing. In other words, what's your proving ground that you've gone through and served God in spite of the hardship? You see, though Job probably lost more through trials than any person who's ever lived, he still retained his integrity and allowed the hard times to make him a better person. Now, there are several lessons that we can learn from Satan's statement to God about serving God for naught that you must remember when you go through the hard times. First, your love and dedication for God are not proven in the good times, but in the hard times. It's easy to say that you love God when everything's going well, but do you still say that you love God with the same fervor when times are tough? To say that you love God when he allows you to go through the toughest times of your life speaks louder than to say you love God in times of ease. Your trials are an opportunity for you to prove to God that you love him and are dedicated to him despite the hardships that you face. Second, you cannot prove Satan wrong without hard times. One of the greatest victories you can have in hard times is to prove Satan wrong about your service to God. I'd hate to think that I proved Satan right about my dedication to God by quitting in the hard times. If the only reason you should keep going in the tough times is because you want to prove Satan wrong about your love and dedication for God, that in itself is a great reason not to quit. Third, the hard times show what it takes to stop you. Satan thought hardships were the key to getting Job to quit, but he was wrong. You see, what is your quitting point? What does it take for you to quit doing what you've always done before the hard times came? There should be no line that you have drawn as a quitting point, because Satan is sure to bring you to that point. If you remove the quitting points in your life, you can take the hard times as a weapon out of Satan's arsenal against you. Now, that doesn't mean hard times are going to stop, but it takes it out of his arsenal. Now, my friend, don't prove God wrong and Satan right. God's allowed you to go through what you're going through. God believed in you enough to allow you to go through the tough times that you're facing right now. If God believes in you enough to allow you to go through them, prove him right. Continue to do right despite the hardships that you face. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to go through those hard times, but God promises that he's given you the strength to make it. Therefore, you have the strength within you to make it with whatever you're facing right now. Can I just say this? Don't change what you've done because hard times come. I see people start letting little things slip, things that they didn't do when everything was going well. They did right, but then they start letting little things slip. My friend, it's those little things that slip that proves Satan right. Now, whatever you are doing, I want you to listen to me. Whatever, anything. I don't care if it's combing your hair from the left side to the right side. I know that's kind of a ridiculous point, but I'm trying to prove my point. Whatever you've done when times are good, when times get tough, don't stop it. If I comb my hair the way I do from my left to my right, when times are easy, then when hard times come, I want to keep combing it from the right to the left. Not going to change. Why? Because I don't want to give Satan one little space of proof that he got me. I want to keep doing right. Can I keep doing what I've always done? I know there's some people rolling their eyes about combing your hair, but that's exactly what I'm trying to get across. I don't change anything just because times get tough. I keep doing right. I keep serving God. I make sure. Man, good enough. If I got up at 4:30 before times got tough, I get up at 4:30 after times get tough. If I shaved my face every day before times got tough, I shave my face every day after times get tough. If I go to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night before times got tough, I keep going to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night after times get tough. I don't change what I do because times get tough. I don't want to serve God for naught. I don't want God to say, well, man, wrong on them. Now, God's never going to be wrong on us. He knows. He absolutely knows. But Satan doesn't. That's why he's goading you. You've got to say to Satan, listen, this tough time's not going to change me. Going to do right no matter what's coming my way. My friend, that's what proves Satan wrong, proves God's right. I hope that you would prove God right today. Make God right. Now, God knows. He knows what you can do. So that's why he's allowing you to do it. Prove him right. Prove God. You've invested in me wisely. I'm not changing no matter what happens and what comes my way. Prove Satan wrong. Keep doing right. Never give up, my friend. And you just keep doing what you've always done in the tough times like you did in the times of ease. I hope